No. What I'm saying is, in an ideal economy for crypto people, that is for the future.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, nice to see you all again.
Due to the pandemic, so we will have the online discussing, the online talk. Yeah. It's more.
Today
Yeah.
It's just going to be a very casual talk because of the pandemic, like Richard has mentioned. So we are just going to be good guys, stay at home, and do our things at home.
Yeah.
ERC20, right? That's the only problem. So if people are using the wallet to buy sell in an e-commerce platform, and then what they see here is $100 left in my wallet, but at the back is $100 worth of crypto, whatever crypto it is. If it is XNS or ERC related, then you have to keep extra Ethereum, right? ETH. Yeah. So if we are able to eliminate the part where if I spend this money, I also must have enough ETH in my wallet, because people are lazy. They don't want to, now I spend $5 fiat, I still need to have another $5 or a few dollars ETH in my wallet to enable this transaction to go through. So people are lazy. They just want to have one. If I see $100 Sing dollar in my wallet, I use $5 and that's it. I don't want to think so much. I don't want to worry whether I got enough ETH or not. So XMB, there's a chance, because XMB you deduct when the payment fee will be in XMB, right? So there is a chance for XMB to work there. So if we can have the mobile app that with mobile wallet app with XMB, and then it reflect as Sing dollar, and then we integrate this app with e-commerce platform, and then people will be using Sing dollar. They don't have to worry about XMB at all. They don't have to worry about the ETH, because ETH is for the XNS one, not the XMB one. Yeah, so people's mind is at ease. And when that happens, before that happens, we better buy a lot of XMB back. We better buy back, because people may think, now XMB is now doing something. We try to DDoS or try to 51% attack. Then you have a problem.
Swap the coin from SNS ERC20 to BEP2 Binance Chain.
A user, if they transfer the token, the fee, or rather the fee will be deducted from the token and not using the gas. The gas is the token itself and not using ETH as gas, which I think is actually a very brilliant thing. So unless you say today you create a new blockchain by yourself, and then everything is run by itself, and then only this blockchain, whatever, then that's a different story altogether. Otherwise, this ETH 865 is actually quite interesting. If today I have a Caesar coin based on ETH 865, I transfer one Caesar token to another wallet, and then the gas is based on Caesar token. Yeah, personally, I believe that this privacy crypto will become more desirable in the future, because right now, with all the things that are happening in the market at the current moment, you see that government are coming up with CBDC themselves. So, and they want to track everybody. And so when there will come a point where every other token or every other crypto, including Bitcoin, even right now, Bitcoin, government are tracing Bitcoins. That's why they flag some of the address as black address or something like that. I'm not quite sure the term. Yeah, so there will come a time where at the end of the day, all this becomes so common. All the cryptocurrency, all the crypto tokens are becoming so traceable by government. Of course, it's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. Because government are very focused on this anti-money laundering thing. But what about in a further future where we're talking about minimal use of fiat? Because now government wants to track all this, authorities want to track all this, because what is happening in the market, the crypto that is in the market are affecting the crypto, affecting the fiat, and if people are going to throw their weight, throw their interest, or rather their focus all on the crypto, then fiat becomes something that, hey, after I print the fiat money, is useless now? No. So in order to let fiat remain relevant, that's why they need to have a lot of these regulations of AML, of everything to come in, work in place with the cryptocurrency. So that, I believe, is what governments are actually thinking. If I'm the central bank, I would probably think the same way. I don't want the money I print to go out without value. I want the money that I'm going to print. Imagine I'm the Fed today, with all this pandemic in the market. I started to print $6 trillion. I don't want this money to go out and turn into something that is of no value. If the cryptocurrency is so strong out there, I may be in trouble as a federal, as a central bank or whatever. Yeah. So I want to make sure that there is regulation right now to work in hand with cryptocurrency so that it doesn't go out of hand. But that doesn't promise me that the future will be the same as now, because the future is where everybody start to slowly think that, hey, I can move my finance quicker with crypto rather than with fiat, because with fiat I'm still subjected to some tax, some whatever. I'm losing so many percent of my asset if I'm just going to keep using fiat. I'm not saying fiat is not good, but fiat is definitely a good thing. It's just that people's mindset will start to change. Now we are talking about maybe world population, maybe about 1, 2. 1 is even too much. Maybe just about 1% of world population who are actually thinking of crypto. 10 years later, I don't know how much. 20 years later, I don't know how much. Maybe by 20 years later, you probably have 10% or 20% of people thinking about cryptocurrency. The world don't need too many people to think about cryptocurrency. They only need 10 to 20% in order for cryptocurrency to keep moving and keep growing. Centuries or nothing to use. They were using coins, and then they cut the coin as a tax or something like that. Then slowly they realized that, hey, we do not have enough gold. to make so many coins. What do? They use, rather they mix gold with copper. They mix gold with something else to make more coins, to make more money, so to speak, to make more currency. So at the end of the day, they realize that, hey, now I can use even less gold and more copper, you know, and then you see during World War period where you see the Germans start to print a lot of money, you print a lot of dollar notes. So, and then there is this, fast forward in Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia, during the World War, we have this thing called the banana dollar note, where you have the picture of banana, then there's, I think, some of the coconut on or something like that. So that dollar note can only be used during the war period. After the war period, what they use? The central bank print their new notes, and they say, now you have to use this new note. The old note during the wartime, cannot use anymore. So will this kind of things going to happen again? Of course, not in the fiat to fiat, but will this kind of thing happen in future where they say, now you start to use digital money from the central bank. China is going into CBDC. I think Korea, Japan, and a lot of other countries, they are going into CBDC. So one fine day, we don't know what is going to happen. Maybe it's a big war, or maybe it's a bigger pandemic, so to speak. Government may start to say, now you can only start to use CBDC. So maybe this currency that you're holding on, you put aside first, maybe, So these are thoughts, these are ideas that we can think. These are the possibilities that could happen in the future, which I think when it comes to thinking about this, I think it's very interesting, because you look at how history has repeated itself a few rounds already. Now, next time, it may repeat again, but it's a different form. It still repeats. And then you will start to have people saying, now, gold is more important. You look at this gold, it's worth more than your house. Yeah, so what is in for the future? I think it's open to everyone to think, to visualize. But one thing for sure is, when it comes to technology, when it comes to how we run our life in the city, technology. You already see AI, you already see robotics, you already see crypto now. All this will improve, all this will become better, all this will become faster in the future. So there's a central banks will say, now everyone should use only CBDC. Maybe only CBDC you can use. You no longer can use the paper money,
Yeah, I agree with you. During the war time, the people they stay at home. It's hard for them to use the cash. They use the electric money. Now,
Yes.
that's the way the government they train people to use electric money. After that, they will switch to the CBDC easier.
Start to explore how we can get partnership in and build an app and ensure that the value go up, or rather the value of SNS go up. Yeah, so there's a various mechanism that can be adopted to ensure all these things move forward. Otherwise, we'll be just like all other coins that you can see, or rather all other tokens you can see in between 2015 and 2017. So many ICO projects, they have all shut down. So we don't want to see this thing happen. I think we have we already have the idea. We just need the right partnership to come and join us, join hands with us. I think that is the what our next step should be. Yeah. Of course, cryptocurrency right now, the whole world is thinking or rather the whole world is asking, is cryptocurrency a form of money, or is this just a currency that is not going to worth much? Of course, right now, hodlers will definitely continue to hodl. They will continue to keep coins because they are unsure about the market movement. So they just keep and keep and keep. But if come one day that the coin they keep happens to be able to circulate in the market to exchange for goods, just like Bitcoin, people are using Bitcoin to go online and buy things, just like a few others that are prominent in the market, people start to use them, accept them as a form of cash. I think there definitely will come a day like that, just a matter of when. But before that, we need to strike up correct partnerships, and that will definitely help the project, help Xeonbit project to move forward.
You may have a look on this day. There's some exchange they keep in touch with us to ask for the listing, like KuCoin, like the bw.com, and we still consider for that, and they need to review our project. This where one of the decentralized exchange have been hacked by
Yeah. Where's the article?
Yeah, it's just because they use the banning confirm to change the address. If the trade is cancelled, the fund will return to the third party address. That's kind of hack to let the third party address earn more coin. They say that they have the full app. That app is when the people use the app for the shopping, they get the Bitcoin as the reward. It's a fast track program. It's a risking the old and the new. The old is the people use the Visa or Master, and the new is the crypto, and they say that's the crypto debit card. Yeah, and people can use this for Amazon. This will be the bridge, the gap between e-commerce and Bitcoin.
One other article talking about Chinese blockchain project awarding $1 million to third-party developers.
Yeah. So
third-party developers and blockchains are getting a lot of attention these days. Especially you see some big investors, some very crypto-minded investors, they will come in, get on a crypto project and hoping to build something out of that, which I think, which I believe a lot of tech companies, a lot of crypto tech companies are doing. This Nervos network, they have 2 layers of blockchain. Wow, it's a 2-layer blockchain. It has a base layer like coin, and then it's secured with proof of work consensus, while the second layer is designed to provide scalability. Scalability is a word which scalability is a very important word when it comes to building your company, trying to see it grow, and all this. And you need to have the elements that will allow you to scale in order to grow to a level where you are not just helping yourself, you're helping a lot of people, that helping your users to have a better life using crypto. Yeah. Most importantly, when we look at this and this idea of how companies, or rather how people can actually get money fast during emergency. Let's say, for example, today we have the coronavirus, or COVID-19, as a lot of people may know. Yeah, so in such a situation, you have an emergency, you want money fast. Let's say not today, but 10 years, 20 years down the road, in an economy where everyone is using their mobile phone to buy, sell, to buy your instant noodle, to buy anything in a supermarket. Everyone will be using mobile phone, using crypto wallet to buy and all this. Just imagine 20 years later, everyone, or rather majority of people will be in a city living, will be using mobile phone crypto to buy things. So in a situation like this question of how to get money to people during emergency, when there is a pandemic like what we see now, you can just transfer so fast. You don't need to wait for the bank to do QE. Don't need to wait for the bank to print $1 trillion to give to the public. You can just go into your mobile wallet or crypto wallet. You just go to crypto wallet almost instantaneously. By then, I believe, by then we don't need to wait for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes for the crypto to go through, or the Bitcoin to go through, or by then it'll be some other coin. It'll probably be just a few seconds. Everyone receive their money, everyone can function their life as per usual, with no little to minimum to little or even zero disruption. Of course, when it comes to pandemic, we will still definitely face some disruption, like everyone have to stay at home. But these days, when I'm staying at home, I find myself going on e-commerce platform to look for things to buy. So in the future, you don't have to worry. You can just get the money quickly and just buy whatever you want, whatever you need, with little disruption to your life. Isn't that? What do you think about that, Richard?
I agree with you. When people they want emergency cash, they can use the Bitcoin. But the thing now, it's look like in China now they can use the WeChat.
Emergency money. How are you going to get the money? You cannot be waiting for the government to print the money for you and then give you the money. You cannot be waiting for someone to give you the money, the government to feed the money. You must have access to money quickly. So I think when it comes to this question for the future, crypto is a very good thing. You know, when people have the where's my other phone? When people immediately they go to their phone and then they can find the money in their wallet and they can start spending with their wallet without having to worry, where is the money going to come in again? The kind of thing. And with the mobile phone app or whatever, let's say for example, Xeonbit app, everyone has Xeonbit. Now you all need emergency money, we just transfer the Xeonbit to you very fast. In less than 2 minutes, you all have your money. You all can spend. That is talking about in future, an ideal economy where everyone is using crypto. everyone is using mobile app to buy things. Everyone is savvy in crypto world.
I think they also need some exchange to cash out the fiat, or they need some OTC over trade counter to get the fiat ASAP.
No. What I'm saying is, in an ideal economy for crypto people, that is for the future. Maybe 10 years in the future, where everyone is using crypto every day. You know what I mean?
I know.
Everyone is using crypto every day. If you want more money, within 1 minute you can all have the money. Don't need to wait for government thinking of printing more fiat money, that kind of thing.